Hey everyone, welcome to By Grace Tax Services. I am Dr. Linda Likely, and I am owner of By Grace Tax Services LLC. Today I'll be talking about grants, financial planning, and inflation. So I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you have your notifications on to know when I go live. Okay, you guys. Make sure also if you're on YouTube that you subscribe to the channel so that you will know all the times that I go live. I make sure I try to go live at least once or twice a week, so you don't want to miss some of the information that I am about to share with you. And I'm trying to see if you can see me clearly on your end. So just let me know, come in and let me know about your business, because we'll be talking about small business grants, and also where you're from, where you're watching from. Also, if you watch the replay, you can do the same. Make sure you come in. Any information you need to know, you can look in the description box. So yes, I'm gonna be talking about grants for Alabama, and also the SBA. Congress is trying to actually pass a $6 billion package that will help small business, because we know in 2021 2021 businesses are still been suffering. We see all these high prices, inflation. It affects your small business, because guess what, a lot of us, we have to buy products, we have to ship products, all that stuff affects our businesses as well. Now I'm gonna get ready to share my slide. Before I get started, I always try to make sure, you guys, that you can see me. You can see me clearly and you can hear me. If you can't see me or hear me, let me know on your end. Okay, you guys? Always let me know. I'm gonna check. No. I'm gonna check. Okay, I see. So if any time that you cannot see or hear me, just comment, let me know. Because I don't know. I'm gonna be talking and covering a lot of information, you guys. So just let me know whether or not that you can see and hear me. If for some chance that I go out, stay with me, you guys. Okay, stay with me. Um, the grants. I'm gonna be screen sharing in a few minutes to share some information with you. Okay, I'm gonna add this. And again, we're talking about grants, we're talking about financial planning, and we're talking about inflation. I own By Grace Tax Services LLC, which I help my clients prepare their tax return. I also help them with planning, getting prepared for tax season as well. Also, I help with other things like starting small businesses. So for any of you who are interested in starting a small business and want to make more income, all you have to do is go to my website. Is live.faceta.com/site/bygracetax.com. When you get there, it should say where you can schedule an appointment. Now, I do have free consultation appointments. When you get to the appointment on the website of By Grace Tax Services LLC, which you should see my logo, which is on the screen. You get there and you hit schedule appointment and you pick the date, and I have to approve it, right? And then you should receive an email on confirmation of your appointment. But I do have a free consultation for different services that I offer as well. Okay, And also on Shining Lights Academy, I share that as well. Start a small business, the courses and the coaching session is still on there. It's shininglight's-teachable.com for anyone is interested in learning about starting a small business, anything that I offer, anything about Shining Lights Academy. Because right now I'm getting ready to go in the fall. I will be going to help people with tax businesses. So if you're interested in that, I'm gonna have the coaching and the courses available as well for the tax preparation courses, number one, who want to be tax preparers. Also, while I'm talking about financial planning, that help is also the coaching is on there as well. So if you need any consultation with any of those things, make sure you go to the website. Once again, I'm putting it back up there, live.pasita.com/site/by-grace-tax. I got .com, it's not .com. Let me make sure. Let me take that off. Backspace. That's it right there. Try to make sure I have the right, because sometimes we adding stuff. live.pasita.com/site/by-grace-tax. That'll take you directly to it. So I try to make sure I have the whole thing on there, you guys, and there's no errors, so you'll be able to go directly to the link. Now, more about me before we get started. For those who don't know me, I am the owner, again, of By Grace Tax Service, which is this. This is what, when you go to live.pasita.com/site/by-grace-tax, you should see this. This is what you should see. The way the cell phone look and the tablet or the laptop. That's how the website looks, and you should learn more about By Grace Tax Services, how to schedule appointment, tax service, everything that you need to know is found on that portal. Also, there's a portal. You go to the website, you can scroll down, and it's another website showing you more about the tax preparation services as well when you scroll down. And the location, everything about By Grace Tax Services, LLC. Now, about me, which I already know, I said it several times. I'm the CEO, owner, founder, CEO of By Grace Tax Services. I am RERO, meaning I can e-file tax returns. I also have an MBA. I have an MBA, so I help with other things like small businesses and other services you can see on the website when you go there. Anytime that you want to email, my email address or By Grace Tax Services email address is info@bygracetax.com, which you see on the screen on the bottom where it says email. You should see info@bygracetax.com. And there's also a picture of me as well. Had an awesome tax season. It was everybody's tax return. It took a while. I know there was a kind of crazy tax season, you guys, but everybody finally ended up getting their money that was due them, and everything worked out. It took a while. Some people had to wait, and now even the some of them are still backed up, but they hired more staff that will help you guys with, if you have tax returns from 2019, 20, and 21, they're trying to get it caught up. The other week I had other clients tax returns to come in, tax refunds to come in, and they were so happy. They had been waiting for a good while. So don't give up. Continue to contact the IRS. Also look for transcripts. Try to get your transcript to see. You can see a date on the bottom. Just try to continue to call. I know they be busy, but try to contact and get more information. Also, they will be they send you letters as well, you guys. Some of you should receive letters about your tax refund if you still haven't gotten it. There's a lot of people still haven't got it. Like I said, 2019, 20, 21, it's been a lot of complaints, a lot of changes this year. And didn't have that much staff, so it took a while. It's still taking a while, but hopefully you will get yours. And even some people I know that got theirs last year, they waited all the way to December and got it. Some of them even got two. So that was a blessing. I know they had to wait a long time, but to be able to get it, that was a blessing in itself. Now, let me go on to what I want to talk about. Let me see. Right now, I'm going to talk about the grants, and I'm going to add this about Kay Ivey. We know that Kay Ivey announced on July the 12th, she announced about more grants. People have been asking me about more grants and more loans. You can always apply for a loan at the SBA, the Small Business Administration. But the EIDL, which actually ended in was it May, they ran out of funds with those applying for the disaster, the loans, the EIDL loans. Also the grants, I think that ended like in February. The different grants that they offered for the disaster, that ended then. But be aware that there's still grants, and some of them might be in your state. So always research and find to see if you have it, they offer any grants. So most of the time, businesses, small businesses, if you have an account at a bank, which you have if you have a small business, because you want to keep your services separated, right? So if you have a small business account, you can always ask someone that's at your bank about any grants, because a lot of banks offer small grants, and they had a lot of money to help with small business, especially the smaller banks like Regions. Now it's Truist. It used to be different. The different smaller banks, you can check and see. But you see on the screen, I'm screen sharing, and I hope that you can see it right now. Let me go back to my phone. I know sometimes it'd be blurry. Just want to make sure that you can see. Okay, I can see on my end. But the press release from July the 12th from Kay Ivey from Alabama. Now, different states, it's more states than this, are giving out more grants. So you want to check, if you're not in Alabama, to check with your state to see that you can apply for these grants. This is Montgomery. Governor Ivey on Tuesday announced that Alabama Innovation Corporation, Innovate Alabama, opened applications for the Innovate Alabama Supplemental Grant Program. Alabama-based recipients of Phase 1 and Phase 2 Federal Small Business Innovation Research and Small Business Technology Transfers are eligible to apply for up to $250,000 in supplemental funding. So look how much money that can help your small business if you get one of these grants, you win one of those grants. You see me with the SBIR, that's what that stands for, the Small Business Innovation Research Grant, and the Small Business Technology Transfer Grants as well. It says, in addition to helping the state's leading entrepreneurs and innovations, dispersing these funds will grow Alabama's economy by stimulating research and commercialization, developing export of products and services, and creating and retaining highway jobs in skilled occupations. So this will help Alabama, and if you're not in Alabama, if you're in a different state and they offer it, will help your state. This grant should be open now. If you go and look it up on the link, all you got to do is research. You find the link. Once you find the link, you click on it, and then it'll tell you what all you need or who can apply for the grant. But you want to make sure, I think it ends in August. In August, the end of August. So make sure you get it in, because you know there's gonna be a lot of people putting in the grants. Now, they had grants during the pandemic for Alabama, but a lot of people didn't get it. It ended. So if you missed the first time, make sure you try to apply this time. Also for nonprofits also faith-based. I looked at grants.gov, and I seen that as well, that they have a lot of different grants as well. Let me see. That is the Kay Ivey. So if you want to research that, you can research that as well. So let me stop that screen sharing and let me go right now if I can find. Let me see. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now, but always research if you're trying to look up different grants. Do your research. Your research will help you with the grants. Like I said, check your banks. They are different. I knew they had grants continually if you had restaurants. They was trying to help restaurants because, you know, during the pandemic, a lot of them were affected. They were closed a lot. So look those up. And also for the loans, they're still offering different places, your banks, different places. You don't have to wait on the SBA because it's different places that you can get grants that'll help you get capital for your business, to help your business to grow. Okay, you guys? Now, I know a lot of people have been asking me about that. Now we're going to go on to the financial planning. Financial planning. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about inflation. Financial planning is the task of determining how a business will achieve its strategic goals. You want to create a plan, right, so that you can meet your goals and your objectives. And this will help you. It leads to you, your business, or even you, if you don't have a business, if you create a financial plan for your family, it will be you to lead you to complete goals that you have in your life or for your business. This help with current finances and financial goals and achieve strategies. This most of the time, financial advisors will look at a picture, the entire picture of your finances, and advise you on how to achieve short and your long time goals. If you're in business, what kind of goal are you trying to reach regarding your business? Short term, not that long, and long term, and, you know, years from now, what are you hoping that you will be able to complete? So they're going to look at your cash flows, your savings, your debt investments, your insurance, and anything that you have in your financial life. Now, it's important to create a financial plan, especially now that we're in inflation. A lot of people have been living above their means, buying things that they know they can't afford. And now the high prices we've seen of inflation, they said was up from 9.1%, which I'll be discussing more in detail, that now they're saying, some people are saying that we're in recession. Some people that say that we will be in a recession. So right now we know there's a lot going on with the high food prices, gas, and now finally, thank God, the gas prices are actually going down. But it's time for you to plan. It's time for you to invest. It's time for you to be thinking about your family and thinking about your business. Because a lot of businesses have closed during the pandemic. Even though they got the capital and the funding, they still ended up closing. So that's very important, you guys, to really be thinking and trying to come up with a plan that will help you, and also investing, 401k, IRA, stock market, real estate, anything that will bring money in. Financial planning is like a roadmap for your financial future. Me and my husband, again, we created a plan in 2019, right before the pandemic, of getting out of debt. I advise a lot of financial people, advisors right now, saying you need to try to get out of debt. Why? Because of interest rates. The Federal Reserve raising the interest rates. Housing, when you're trying to get a mortgage, that's why me and my husband decided to wait on getting a home, because the interest rates are going up. When that affects, right, you end up paying more for your home. The interest rate going up, making it harder for people to get loans. Also, if you have credit card debt or any debt that's not fixed, that's variable, it's gonna go up. So if you have a lot of debt with credit card debts alone, you want to pay them off so that you won't suffer so much during this time. Really think and plan, and create strategies. And it's nothing wrong with learning and seeking advice from others that will help you. Financial planning helps you to set goals. It helps you track your money. Also understanding the different, like the 401ks, the IRAs, all that. Keep track of all of that. Even what you're trying to do. Your emergency money, such as your savings account. Keep track of your savings account. Is it decreasing? Is it increasing? Keep an eye on that. High debt. Try to get out of that. Tackle and get out of that high debt and interest debt as well. You want to invest to build your savings, or build your income, whether it's 401k, traditional IRA, whether it's real estate, whether it's stock market, anything you're trying to invest in. This financial planning will help you. Also, it helps to protect your family's finances and grow your finances as well, because you want to protect your family. You want to make sure there's income, and also your small business as well, to grow your finances, to increase financial contributions, to keep adding so that that you have emergency funds, and make sure you have insurance. So many people don't have insurance regarding death insurance, and that's very important, burial insurance, because when you lose a loved one, or even if you have disability or illness insurance, when you get sick or somebody dies, it won't. We know we be hurting. It's enough that we be hurting during that time, but you want to make sure that you're not going through a lot financially as well. So having that insurance helps. So you want to protect your family. So all of that comes into financial planning, to track your progress. All right, to make sure that we're reaching those, or you reaching those short-term and long-term goals that you have for your family or your small business. Okay. Let's talk about now, since I'm on that, if you are seeking any advice or any consultation with debt help or financial planning. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can help you with discussing anything you need with financial planning. Now, if you want a template, you can go and research on Google. You can find anything that you need basically on Google and get you an example of a template to help you and your family. But we plan every day. When you plan to do things, what are you going to do today, right? Even though if you don't write it down or put it on the calendar, we're study planning. And so we need to learn to do that with our money and to help protect our family and our homes and our businesses. Okay. All right, let me move on to, I'm going to share my screen again. I want to share this. Let me see. Give me a minute, you guys. Let me see. Okay, let me go to inflation. Okay, we got the big news yesterday about inflation. Take that out. Okay, I hope it's not messing up. I hope you can see it. I'm going to blow it up so I can read it a little bit. But we also know, all right, hold on just a minute. Let me take out that little notification. Let me take out that little notification that's on the screen. I'm trying to, okay. Did I put that now? Okay, did it go off? Yeah, it went off. Okay. Now, this is an article from CBS. I keep going in and out because I got to get that. I want you to see a lot of information regarding that. So I'm going to remove this right here. So we see the inflation. We know in May they said we're 8-point-something%. Guess what? Now is inflation hits a fresh 40-year record in June. That's from June 21 to June 22 of 9.1%, which is very high over the last 12 months. The Labor Department said Wednesday it is the fastest increase in prices since November 1981 and above what economists had expected. The increase was broad-based. Rent, new and used vehicles, car insurance, and medical care all rose in June, the government report says. Core inflation, which strips out volatile food and energy prices, rose 5.9% over the last 12 months, slowing its pace from May. So we have, what did that mean for our businesses? What did that mean for your homes? Everything is increasing. I know you know, because when we go to the stores, we see it. We're feeling it at the gas pump. Although the gas price has been falling. I know President Biden has been sharing it a lot on television that gas has went down and decreased a lot, but we still are feeling some of the a lot of it, not some of it, and they said it's still not over. They said it's still not over. So it's important for us to make sure that we're planning, that we're budgeting, that we're protecting our family with this, making wise decisions. So many people say, well, I got it, but you know, having a nest egg for yourself and your family of savings, it's good that you're investing, but also having that nest egg for emergency, because you don't know what might happen with all this going on. And plus we have to wait on the Federal Reserve to see what they're going to do with the interest rates. That's going to affect too. This is why a lot of people is saying recession. And then someone said we're not on our recession, because all of that, it plays a part. A lot of people don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to talk about it, but it affects us. It affects you. So it affects your small business. It affects your family and your home. And when you go to the supermarket, or you buying things, or you getting loans, you've been affected one way or another. So make sure you're educated, you're knowing, you're keeping up with what's going on. Now, don't be in fear. I'm not asking you to be in fear, because we see a lot of stuff on the news, right? That's pumping all this stuff that make people feel nervous and scared. And sometimes you just have to turn it off. But just be aware. Plan. Create a plan. Create a budget. Don't overspend. Try not to overspend, and make wise choices with your money. Be prepared. And also for those, like I said, I was talking about the grants. For the grants, make sure that you're doing your research. You can find things out there that help your business regarding loans and grants and other things that help your business as well. But you got to put in the work. I always say that. So many people want people to find everything for them. I'm here to help you. Don't get me wrong. I'm here to help you, but I can't do the work for you. I can't do the work for you. You have to put in the work for yourself, for your business and for your homes to be protected. And also, when it's help out there needed, make sure that you're taking advantage of the help offered. We learn from each other, right? right? Learn from other people that know more than we do, and that will bless us as well. That's all I have today. I'll be sharing more videos in the future. Feel free to make sure if you don't if you don't know the website, I put it back on the screen, live.pasita.com/site/by-grace-tax. Go check us out. And one more also, so you know what it looks like when you get there. That's what it looks like. Even though I offer tax preparation, I offer other services as well, to help those that need it. And also on Shining Lights Academy, you go on there, that's separate from By Grace Tax Services. You go on there as well, and you should see how to, if you want to learn about starting a small business. Shining Lights Academy, I put it on the screen, shininglights-teachable.com, and you can purchase the courses and also the coaching. You'll see when you get to Shine Lights Academy, you learn more about me and also about the academy and what I'm trying to do. Remember, tax preparation for tax preparers courses and coaching are coming up in the fall for those who are interested, okay, in starting tax business. I want y'all to be blessed, okay, and remember what I said, okay. And if you make sure if you can apply for the grants, that you do take advantage of it this time, because you know last time they went quickly. All right, be blessed everybody, okay? Bye-bye.